Joseph Stalin became leader of the Soviet Union after the founder of the Soviet Union, Vladimir Lenin, died in 1924. He was a brutal leader who was responsible for the deaths of over 20 million people. He was born in Gori, Georgia, a country just south of Russia. On the 8th of December 1878, his birth name was Losif Jahashvili. Stalin's parents were poor and he had a rough childhood. At the age of 7, he got a disease, smallpox. He survived, but the skin was covered with scars. He later went to seminary to become a priest. However, he was expelled for being a radical. After leaving the seminary, Stalin joined up with the Bolshevik revolutionaries. He was an underground group of people that followed the communist writings of Karl Marx and were led by Vladimir Lenin. Stalin became a leader within the Bolsheviks. He led riots and strikes and even raised money by robbing banks and other crimes. Soon Stalin became one of Lenin's top leaders. In 1917, the Russian Revolution took place. This was when the government, led by the Tsars, was overthrown and Lenin and the Bolsheviks came into power. Russia was now called the Soviet Union, and Joseph Stalin was a major leader in the government. In order to strengthen the Soviet Union, Stalin decided that the country should move away from agriculture and become industrialized. He had factories built throughout the country. These factories would help the Soviet Union to fight the Germans in World War II. Stalin was one of the most brutal leaders in world history. He had anyone that didn't agree with him killed. He also caused famine in areas of the country so people he wanted dead would starve. Throughout his rule, he would order purges where millions of people he thought were against him would be killed or put into slave labor camps. Historians aren't sure how many people he had killed, but they estimated between 20 and 40 million. At the start of World War II, Stalin formed an alliance with Adolf Hitler in Germany. However, Hitler hated Stalin and the Germans made a surprise attack on the Soviet Union in 1941. In order to fight off the Germans, Stalin joined the allies of Britain and the United States. After a terrible war, where many on both sides died, the Germans were defeated. After World War II, Stalin set up puppet governments in the Eastern Europe countries that the Soviet Union had freed from Germany. These governments were ran by the Soviet Union. This started Cold War between the two world superpowers, the Soviet Union and the United States. Joseph Stalin, 73 years of age, has suffered a cerebral hemorrhage and died at 9:50 p.m. on March 5, 1953. Stalin's body was washed by nurses and then carried via a white car to the Kremlin mortuary. Then an autopsy was performed.